What is going on, everybody? This is Mark from DBS Decks, and I have a brand new deck list for you that I kind of just thought of at the last minute here, and I was like, I'm going to try this because it looks like fun. So we have Cell and Cell Jr. Endless Supremacy. This is the leader from the Expert deck that came out with set 9, and I gotta say, this deck is a ton of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. It does a lot. I know there's more work that needs to be done to this deck, but for now, I think it's doing well, and let's kind of go through it. So if you're not familiar with the Cell leader, on the front, his auto is when you play this card, find a Cell Games Arena and put it into play. We'll go over Cell Games Arena in just a minute here. Then he has activate main once per turn. Choose one green or yellow card in your hand and place it under this card. Then choose one of your life, place it in the drop area, and then you draw 2 cards. And then his awaken is if there are 4 more energy between you and your opponent, you may draw 2 cards and flip this card over. On the back side, activate main once per turn, same thing as the front, and then the other one is activate main once per turn. Take 2 cards and place them in the drop area, and then you can put 2 Cell Jr. tokens in play. So I looked at this for a little bit. I'm like, I can make something useful out of this, and I did. So we have Android 17, pending crisis, counterattack, negate the attack, and play this card. If your leader card is an Android card, when you play this card, choose up to 1 battle card with an energy cost of 4 or less that has Android in its name from your deck and place it in the drop area, then shuffle your deck. So I don't really use that effect a whole lot. It's mainly just the fact that it's a 1-drop body that I can put on board, which we'll find out why later. Cells Earth Destroying Kamehameha. I have this card in here. We're not really going for the discard in the deck, but it's more so of the 15k offense and defense, which I love. The fact that it discards is just a perk. Quick Sweep Android 17, because we're running the SS Bardock Unison Card here. That card is really useful for us. I like it. It works some of the time. I found it to be a little bit difficult because we do have a lot of bodies on board, so this card might come out of the deck. I haven't decided quite yet. Shocking Deathball is the obvious negate. We need to have this. I'm not going to go over it because we've seen Shocking Deathball 1,000 times. Same thing with Cell Xeno, Unspeakable Abomination. He's got the Quad Strike, Ultimate Deflect, and Energy Exhaust with Successor for basically you just have to have 12 on board and play it. And then the 5 or more energy, I love this effect. When you play this card, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's hand and place them in their drop area, and this card gains dual attack for the duration of the turn. So I guess I went over the card, but still, it's awesome. It's a 40k beat stick, and it's just nuts. Anilaza, I'm definitely not going over because we already know it's the green-yellow free play energy. Cell Games Arena. Now, this card comes into play for free when you put the leader card in the leader area. Field, Energy Exhaust, Auto. Choose one of your Cell Jr. tokens and remove it from the game. When one of your Cell cards is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to 1 Cell card with an energy cost of 9 or less from your deck or drop area. Add it to your hand, then choose up to 1 card in your opponent's hand and place it in their drop area and shuffle your deck if you look through it. So I don't have much use for that. I honestly don't know why we're playing this here yet. I haven't found that. I think we're going to probably put the 9-drop promo in here at some point. But for now, I can use it to get this out if I need to. But the Cell Jr. tokens don't actually stay in play long enough. We'll see why. Destined Krillin comes in for free if you have an Android 18, which we do actually get out. So this card's kind of nice. I need to figure out if there's other Android 18s or things I need to put in here. But for now, it's worked just fine the way it is. Dr. Giro to help put things in our drop area like the Quick Sweep Android 17, or if we need to put a yellow card in drop area for the Hellas and Sour card, that works too. Speaking of that, Hellas and Sour, Universe 2, Destroyer and Angel, Energy Exhaust. And when placing this card in your energy from any area, you may choose 1 green card and 1 yellow card in your drop area and send them to your warp if you do negate this card's Energy Exhaust skill. So that's very helpful for us. But it also has activate main once per turn. Pay 1 green and 1 yellow. Choose up to 2 green or yellow battle cards in your hand with energy cost of 2 or less and play them with their skills negated for the turn. Then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. So this card's nice if I can't play Destined Krillin or I just have an overload of Android 17 cards. It gets bodies out on board because then we can play Belmod Double Devastation. He's a 20k blocker. Activate main. Choose 3 of your battle cards and place them in their owner's drop area and play this card. Auto, when you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. I love this card. I think this card is so overlooked in a lot of builds, but it's great. It's a 4 drop, so the 4 adds in really nice with things that we can put together for the Cell Xeno. We can also make it work for getting 9 out there to play Cell Unthinkable Perfection. Then we have the Krillin 18 Power Couple. It's a rival green-yellow for 1 green. When you play this card, choose one. Either you choose your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area, or you choose a keyword skill on one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and negate it for the duration of the turn. We also have SS Brawly All Out Assault, a rival green-yellow energy exhaust. Auto, when you play this card or when this card is switched to active mode by a skill during your turn, choose one. Choose one battle card with an energy cost greater than or equal to your opponent's current energy and KO it. Or you can draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's cards and switch it to rest mode. And that's an rival green-yellow for 1 green and 1 yellow energy. And this card's just a 25k powerhouse. It's a 6-drop. So again, it helps fuel that Cell Xeno. Basically, if you have this, if you have the Brawly All Out Assault with the Krillin and Android 18 power couple, and then you just happen to have a Destined D Krillin in hand, for 3 energy, you can play a 12-drop Xeno Cell and just smack your opponent around. It's a lot of fun. Then we also have Cell Unthinkable Perfection. Triple strike with the successor cost of a green, a yellow, and 2 generic. Auto, if your leader card is an Android card, which it is, when you play this card with successor, your opponent reveals their hand, and you choose up to 3 battle cards in their hand, place them in their drop area, then choose one of your opponent's leader cards and negate its non-keyword skills for the duration of the turn. So pretty much any autos that would trigger on it, and they just go away. Also activate main and things like that. So that's kind of awesome. It's great against like surge leaders. They can't do anything against you if you play this card. So it's very, very helpful. And then finally we reach Bardock Unison Auto. When your opponent combos, you may place up to 1 card from their combo area in its owner's drop area. And if you do, negate this skill for the duration of the turn. Now, since it's not auto once per turn, that means you can actually do it at any time. So let's say your opponent just slams their entire hand down on the table, and it's like, all right, and then you slam your entire hand down and you need just enough to get over it. Then you can just say, I'm going to take this 10k out of there, and you'll survive the attack. He's also got some awesome abilities here too. The +1 activate main. You may choose 1 green battle card with an energy cost of 1 and KO it. And if you do, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. So that works well with our Android 17 Impending Crisis and also our Quick Sweep Android 17. Very nice cards. I enjoy them. Also the -3 activate main. This card gets plus 5,000 power and triple attack for the duration of the turn. This card's great this ability is just awesome when you're trying to get through and you just want to, kind of get them to waste cards in their hand. There's not really anything that can tap down a Unison card right now. So like time magic and things, you don't have to worry about that. So you can just sit there and swing, swing, swing. Also, this card gets around Flying Nimbus as well. So that's, if they fly Nimbus and they're expecting to survive, that's 320k attacks that they still have to deal with. So yeah, this card's pretty good. It's a super rare from the new set, and it's definitely going to be meta defining. But all in all, that is the deck list that I've put together, and we also have some test play footage here. So let's go ahead and get to that. All right, welcome back, everybody. And here is the test play footage of me versus Zukov. Now, I took out the part where I go through and get the Cell Games Arena out of the deck and put it down because we don't really need to see all that. Here, I'm just going to charge 1 of the multicolor in rest mode, do Cell's ability to draw 2, and then let Zukov to do his thing when he plays the Tournament of Power Arena and goes through and just attacks with Goku. He'll swing, do his thing, and I'll end up just taking the hit because it's whatever. Alright, so turn 2 is pretty straightforward. Nothing special happens for me. I charge Earth Destroying Kamehameha, I put a card under Cell, I drop a life, and then draw 2 cards. I swing and he's going to do his activate battle on the leader, take the life, draw the card, and then nothing happens. So then I pass the turn to him. He's going to charge an SSB Vegeta, do the Tournament of Power, activate main ability to stack the top 3, and then he swings. Now, when he swings, he decides that for some reason he's just going to look past the fact that a combo step exists. So I say, wait, hold up, and I go ahead and combo the Destroyer and Angel rare, and then also use Arrival to play Android 18 in Krillin and make him discard a card. So check it out. Alright, so now we're at turn 3, and this is where things start to take off. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get the Anilaza and charge that because I finally found one. Then I do Cell's ability, I'm going to put the life in the drop area and draw 2 cards, and then I'm also going to awaken and draw 2 cards. After I awaken, I'm going to decide I'm going to swing with the Cell, and then I'm also going to swing with the Power Couple, and I'm going to kind of see how much life I can get him down to. He goes to 4, which is awesome. That's exactly what I want to see happen. And then after I swing with the Power Couple, he just negates that, and it's fine. I want to see a negate, so that makes me happy. I then do Cell's ability to drop a life and draw 2 more cards, putting me down to 3. And then I see a Destined Deed Krillin, which was awesome. So I put that in with the Android 18. I use Cell's ability to put Cell Jr. tokens in there. And then I play Belmod, and I'm going to get another 20k beater with that. And then I'm going to swing for 20k and see if I can do some damage to him. After I swing, he decides he's going to take that life. And so then I'm like, all right, well, let's go. How far can I push this? I'm going to put the Unison leader down. And this card, I love this card. It's so good. I swing for 15 with it. And he's just like, you know what? I'm going to take that card as well because why not? So he goes down to 2. Now, the next turn is really important. Alright, so like I said, this turn is really important. So Zuckoff's third turn, he is going to play SSB Vegeta and tap himself out. And then he is going to swing. And when he swings, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to play Shocking Death Bolt by using the Sparking ability to rip one from my life. And I get Cell's Earth Destroying Kamehameha, and that was huge. So then he goes ahead and he's going to Surge Awaken and then use the ability to rip a card out of my hand, and he's going to rip the 1-drop Android 17 negate. Now, I'm totally fine with this at this point. Even if he does nothing, I'm still fine because I can survive the next turn, probably even win. But then he swings, and this is where it guarantees my victory. So he swings with the leader, and he's going to go Beerus, and then the 6-drop Goku. And then I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm going to play Cell's Earth Destroying Kamehameha, and I'm going to combo with Dr. Gero. And then I'm going to use the Unison Leader ability, which is something that he forgot about. And I'm going to rip the combo out of his combo area. And then he's like, crap, I totally forgot about that ability. And that's where he knew it was pretty much over. Alright, so now we are at my turn 4, and this is actually the last turn of the game. So after I charge, I swing with the Unison card, and he says no response. Then after he says no response, he's going to use the Surge ability and go through, look at my hand, and he's going to take the 9-drop Cell Successor out. Now, personally, I would have gone with the Belmod because I have 4 energy available, and I could have actually played that card as a last resort if I needed to, since he's at 1 life. But it is what it is. I swing with the Android 18. He uses Sleepy Boy technique to put the Belmod back in my hand. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. So I take the Shocking Death Ball, put it under my Cell, go to 1 life, draw 2 cards, take 2 cards, put them in the drop area, get 2 Cell Jr. tokens out, swing, no response, pump myself up to 55, and that was the game. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time testing, and thank you to Zuckoff for being such a good sport, and I hope he had a great time too. Alright guys, so I hope you liked that test play footage. I know I had a lot of fun testing it, and I'm probably going to be testing this deck for the next week, right? So we'll probably see this on the stream next week sometime as well. With that being said, though, while I was playing it, I was like, how can I get more free bodies out on board? Because I didn't exactly struggle, but I still want to get more things out so I can make playing the Belmod just a little bit easier. And while I was doing that, I was like, I know what I can play. So I took out the Sour and Hellas Destroyer and Angel card, and then I took out 1 SS Brawly All-Out Assault, and I put in 4 Cell Jr. Minions Unleashed, which is you just pitch this card to the drop area and put a token into play if your leader card is a Cell. So that works out very nicely. I haven't test played with this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work just fine. So I'm really excited about that. With that being said, though, Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons on our channel. There's going to be a link to the deck list below. There's also going to be a link to the Twitch channel and the Facebook page. So go like and follow the Facebook page, and also go follow the Twitch channel and come watch us play 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're trying to hit partner, and if we hit partner by the time Set 10 releases, there's going to be a double case giveaway live on stream. So that's something big to look forward to. But until then, I am Mark with DBS Decks, and I am signing off, and you guys have a great rest of the weekend.